Hey, welcome to our broadcast. Today is Tuesday, March the 6th, I believe it is. It is 3 p.m. Central Standard Time in the central region of the United States. If you're joining us live, please make sure that you put a message in that comment section so that I know that you're here. At the end of this broadcast, I always go through the comments and welcome everyone and answer any questions or comments that you guys have. If you're a past course member, we always love to hear from you. And if you have been patiently waiting for our March course to start, please let me know that you're registered so that I can recognize you and welcome you as well. Today we're going to talk about the three hidden benefits that we've discovered here in this community of intermittent fasting. And I'm super excited to share this with you because this happens very frequently in our community and with what we're doing in our course. If you're new, always take a second to hit that subscribe button if you're joining us from YouTube. And if you're joining us from Facebook, if you hit that like button, then you are officially part of our community and you will be notified when we go live and or upload any new content. My name is Diane, and for the past 25 years or so, I have been helping women find nutritional plans and fitness programs to help them look and feel their best and live their most authentic life. And we are doing that here in this community by practicing intermittent fasting and living a keto-like lifestyle and figuring out which foods and what protocols work best for us so we can do just that. Look and feel our best and live our most authentic life. And today, like I said, we are going to be sharing with you 3 hidden benefits of intermittent fasting. So when I started my journey with intermittent fasting, you guys, if you've been around, you've heard this before. I was very frustrated because all I saw were physique models and bodybuilder guys, and they were in their 20s, and I didn't really see how that was going to benefit me as an aging woman. I didn't really start researching this until I was in my late 40s. And got really serious about researching this when I became sick, just through the simple process of aging. And the things that I was doing in the past were no longer working for me. And as I started going on my journey, I really started to become aware of signs and signals that my body was sending me as I was changing some things with my nutrition and really honing in on what a clean, fasted state could do for me in my day. And I always asked myself if what I was doing or what I was looking at or what I was starting to incorporate in my life would lead me to looking and feeling my best and living my most authentic life. And that's really where things started to come full circle for me when I was able to have the opportunity to make decisions for myself based on how I wanted to look and feel and the way I wanted to live my life. I had been a chronic dieter in the past, and having to exit out of social events and family dinners and even some celebratory things in my own life because I was on a diet that had a specific time frame was really me not living my authentic life. And I was tired of having to exit my life to follow someone else's plan. So I really do focus on helping you figure out what living authentic means for you. And then when you're living authentic, if you tuned into yesterday's broadcast, you'll know that's where we really can deepen our relationship, not only with ourselves, but with people around us, and really fully benefit from living our lives the way we always dreamed that we could or should be living it. So where does intermittent fasting and some of these hidden benefits fit into all of this? Well, we've been doing this course officially now for a year. We have lots of amazing testimonials that have come back from us. And I've had my own realizations as well going through this process over the past couple of years. So the first benefit that I think that we have been most sort of in awe of and really pleasantly surprised with is the fact that our own personal dental hygiene has improved without even thinking about it. And I know this first was a big aha for me when I went in for my last couple of dental appointments, and how impressed my dentist was with my tooth, I guess, life. I don't know how you would describe that, and everything that was going on with my gums and just my general overall dental hygiene. I shared it here with you guys. We had a conversation in the dental office. I was talking to the hygienist that was in there, and I started explaining what intermittent fasting is and what living a keto-like lifestyle is, and they kept having aha moments also with, it just makes sense that when you are going through a majority of your day without putting a bunch of sugary things in your mouth or having to break down and chew on food, getting things trapped in your teeth, dirtying up your mouth, and having your mouth having to break down all of the things that we put in it, it gives your mouth an opportunity to have some time to heal itself as well and balance out everything that's going on within all the activity that's going on in your mouth bacteria wise. And then having a really good routine in the evening when you end your fast and go or you end your feast and you go into your fast, helps prolong what you're doing through the evening, and then you're fasting throughout the day. So it made sense for them why it is living an intermittent fasting in a keto-like lifestyle, meaning reducing a bunch of the snacky sugary foods that we put in our mouth, reducing carbohydrates overall, watching what we're putting in our drinks even throughout the day, made sense. And so they were like, yes, it just makes sense that your dental hygiene is improving, and if you keep doing what you're doing, it's going to get better. Now, why is this important to us as aging women? Well, for me, going through my 50s, into my mid 40s up to where I am now with what I'm doing with fasting, there was some concern that I had some gum issues in the back part of my teeth. I've never had my wisdom teeth pulled. It's a really hard space for me to really hone in on as far as brushing, because it's hard to get back there. And so they always kept an eye on that area. And when I went back for my last 2 appointments, there was no concern at all with that area. My dental hygiene hasn't changed so much, other than the fact that I am not using toothpaste as often as I was in the morning. Sometimes I just use my electric toothbrush to brush my teeth in the morning because I don't want to run the risk of breaking my fast. And then I brush my teeth in the afternoon when I do break my fast, and then I brush my teeth before I go to bed when I end my my feast and enter into my new fast. So nothing has really changed as far as what I'm doing, other than I have just given my mouth a break and reduced the amount of bacteria that goes in it, and changed the types of foods I was eating, eliminating all those sugary, no nonsense kind of things. So that's great for me. But the amazing part about all of this hidden benefit of fasting is that we've also had women in our course who are now experiencing the same thing. They're going to their dental appointments, and their dentist is totally impressed with everything that's going on with their mouth and their oral hygiene and what's going on with their health of their gums. And this is important because we are aging. And if we can reverse the aging process of our mouth and our gums and our teeth and that natural decay and breakdown that happens as we age, then we have the opportunity to save our teeth. And that is a big deal for us as women, and it's a big deal for us as we age, because we want to make sure that we keep those teeth in our mouth. And if we can do something like fasting, and that's going to improve what's going on with our overall health in our mouth, then that's a great benefit that we don't think about, because we're usually thinking about the physique aspect or the body health aspect, and not so much what's going on in our mouth. So improved dental hygiene is one of those hidden benefits of intermittent fasting that we just don't think about until we go through the process and have done it long enough to go through a dental exam and have your dentist or hygienist let you know that everything that's going on in your mouth is absolutely amazing and it's going the way we want it to go. Now, if you're young, why would this be a concern of yours? Well, I think that we need to really focus on our health, dental health, as we're aging, and aging starts at a very early age. Also, a key benefit is the fact that there are a lot of people who just either don't get dental insurance through their employer anymore, or because of the way the insurance industry is, maybe you don't have insurance that you can afford, and your dental insurance is one of those things that just goes by the wayside. Well, if your mouth can take care of itself and you have less opportunity for tooth decay or gum disease, or even what happens oftentimes with the bone eroding in our jaw and having to have teeth that are being extracted or falling out on their own, then we have an opportunity to save some money there as well by just creating an environment where our mouth is smart enough to take care of itself. So the first hidden benefit of intermittent fasting is better dental hygiene. Number 2 is the energized sense of calm. Again, This is one of those things that we don't think about when we start something like intermittent fasting or changing what we're doing in our nutritional life, because we're so focused on the outwardly appearance and the changes that we're hoping to see in our physique. And we're not necessarily concentrating on what it's doing for us stress wise, or how it's going to allow us to have an opportunity to just be. When we're focused on putting food in our body throughout the day on small frequent segments of time, or we're food prepping all the time, or we can't leave the house without a snack, or we're constantly having to put something in our body so that we feel good, then we don't have the opportunity to just experience the energized sense of calm. That comes when your body is fat adapted, meaning you no longer have to get a quick fix every couple of hours to replenish the sugar supply that your body is so accustomed to running off of. And your body has the opportunity to tap into its own fat stores as a source of energy. That's where the energized part comes from. When you're not dependent on sugar, we all know that sugar is that thing that can be a depressant for so many of us. It puts us on a high and then it drops us down low. And we're in a position where we can really tap on our own body fat as a source of energy. Then our energy is sustained at the same level throughout the day. That's where the calm part comes in. You're just chilled out, but you're energized and you can get through the daily tasks that you need to do in a day. The energized sense of calm is a phrase that we have coined here in this community because it's the best way to describe what happens to us when we can just chill out about food, and we don't feel frantic, and we don't feel panicked, and we don't get those hypoglycemic type of shaky situations that we're so accustomed to when we are so dependent on sugar to get us through our day. So the second hidden benefit of intermittent fasting is the energized sense of calm. Having the ability to get through all the tasks that you need to get through in the day because you have the energy, but mentally and emotionally, you are so chilled out that you just take life at a nice, slow, calm pace. And then the third one that I want to share with you guys is the improved relationship with food. And if you were to research or put in your Google search who should and who shouldn't practice intermittent fasting, on that list of people who shouldn't is often a description of people who have had or who suffer with eating disorders. Now, here's where I have to put my disclaimer out there. I am a certified nutrition coach. I am not a doctor of any form, so I can never give medical advice or health advice to anyone who definitely needs to get a professional opinion. But what I can tell you from my own personal experience and the experience of some women who have gone through our course, who have admitted to us that they have had, diagnosed food addictions or deep emotional problems with food in their past, and have practiced intermittent fasting in a way where you're not focusing on your physique, but you're focusing on your overall health, and you're focusing on looking and feeling your best while living your most authentic life, have found that they have improved their relationship with food and no longer feel like they're threatened by their past eating disorders or some of those really serious conditions that women often have with food. And I know for me, and I've said this here, that I feel completely healed with how I handle food and how I handle my everyday life around social situations and stress and anxiety, and no longer turn to food as a soother or a healer or a best friend or a confidant or something that's gonna make me feel like something's gonna be okay in the temporary, when we know in the long run that's never the situation. And I have had those times in my past where food has been that thing that has been my go-to. And now, when I find myself in stressful situations or I feel uneasy about things, I turn to fasting and really step into that energized sense of calm where I have a clear mind and a balanced set of emotions and hormones that have now empowered me to get through tough times where a quick fix of food used to be the thing that I reached to. So, that third hidden benefit of intermittent fasting is really the opportunity to tap into your own self and figure out what it is about food that has kind of held you captive for so long, and be able to get that sense of empowerment from being empty, which again is not something that us women especially have been really trained to be. We feel like we need to be filled with something all the time, and really understanding that hungry is where the magic happens, and that emptiness can really be a place of empowerment and strength once you understand what that means for you. So an improved relationship with food is one of those hidden benefits, and I think it's one of those things that should be talked about more, because so many women especially have been turned away from intermittent fasting because they see that red flag about emotional relationships with food, and they think it's a danger zone, when really, if you handle your relationship excuse me, with intermittent fasting and you focus on the correct things, that it could really improve it. And then the bonus hidden improvement with intermittent fasting, that I really started realizing this past year with us and our family, is the opportunity you have to save so much money. And we can go to the three things that we just talked about here. If you give yourself an opportunity to have a healthy mouth, then you don't have to spend as much money at the dental office or on dental insurance or with copays or whatever you have to do when you go to the dentist and you dread what your dentist is going to say you need to have done as far as your dental work. You save money on all those filler foods that you no longer eat, because the majority of your 24-hour period, you're going to tap into the stored energy that your body has conveniently packed away from you, and you no longer have to spend all that frivolous money on those snacky foods, or with that belief that you constantly have to feed yourself with food. And I think for us and our family, that financial benefit has been another one of those big aha moments for us, and that we have so much extra money at the end of the month, at the end of the day, or the end of the week, however it is that you guys are handling your grocery shopping experiences, or your budgeting, because you don't have to reach for a quick fix anymore to either feel good or be energized, or get through your day, or following someone else's regimented plan to make sure that your body is full of the nutrients that it needs to stay healthy and fit. Your body is smart enough to take care of that yourself. And then if you just want to do basic intermittent fasting and basic nutrient dense feasting, then you really have an opportunity to save a lot of money by not having to fill in a bunch of those empty gaps in your day with frivolous things and quick fixes, because you won't have to have a quick fix anymore. Your body is going to know what it needs to do to fix itself. So I am so excited, and I'm always so delighted when we have a course end and we get our end of course surveys and we read the testimonials from women, and all of these things, like the dental hygiene improvement and the energized sense of calm, and the how much money women are saving by letting go of a bunch of either quick fixes or prescription medication, or a big thing that happens in this community too is letting go of even hormone replacement therapies. All of those things where you have money going out to try to cover up signs and signals that your body is sending you, you no longer have to spend that money on, because you're identifying with what those signs and signals are, and you're going to go through a process of really figuring out what's causing them, and then you have the opportunity to correct them for yourself. So many hidden benefits with intermittent fasting that I think we don't really appreciate as much as we should, because if we're not losing weight or we don't have a set of six-pack abs, then we think it's failing for us. And trust me, that's usually the last result that happens when you do something with your nutrition or you do something with your overall health that's not focused on a physique end result. When you're focused on a true healing end result, trust me, those things can come for you, but you have to concentrate on the healing first. And we are going now through a process, because we've had women with us for a year now, where we're going from healing to completely healed. And I think that is also that next step that is just so amazing for me, that women are actually finally feeling completely healed physically, emotionally, and mentally when it comes to how to fuel our body and how to get through our day where we're not constantly running for some quick fix that's just going to be temporary. So if you guys have experienced any of these hidden benefits with fasting, please share those in those comments. I'm going to go through those really quickly, and I'll welcome everyone and feature you as a hidden benefit person if you don't mind sharing your result with us. We have a handout for you guys. So if you just put, I think Kara is at add me in the comment section, then you will get emailed the little tips and tricks that we talked about today in your email, and you'll be added onto our email list. We do have an email list where we're also sending out recipes. So if you get emails from us, don't worry, you'll also be on that recipe list as well. So it is a closeout week for us. This week we are starting a new course on Saturday. So every time we close out registration for our course that's coming up, we do shirt giveaways. So today we decided to do things a little bit differently. This is the shirt we're giving away. It says Fast Long Feast Well. We had a lucky winner yesterday. This is how we are going to do the giveaway today to make it fair for all of you who are jumping on at various times through our broadcast today. If you are a new student and you register for our course, during this course duration, or this live broadcast duration, anytime during the course, we're going to enter you in a drawing. And then what we're going to do is pick a name from that drawing, and we are going to send you this amazing Fast Long Feast Well shirt. Has the nice intermittent fasting for today's aging woman logo on there, and it helps you stay motivated during your course. It's a super cozy shirt. It's great for working out or wearing with some jeans and some tennis shoes. Super cute. So if you register for the course while we're still live, we're going to enter you into a drawing, and then we'll announce the winner tomorrow. And that makes it a little bit more fair for everyone who's registering while we're live. Okay, so Kara just reminded me that the word to get on our email list or to get the tips for what we just talked about today is notes. So if you take all the recipes that we're sharing for keto-like feasting as well. Okay, registration link is up for the course. So if you have been thinking about jumping on, definitely register while we're live, and then you will be in the drawing to win this shirt here. And then quickly, I'm going to read for you a testimonial for our course that addresses what we were talking about today as far as the hidden benefits of intermittent fasting. And this has to do with the energized sense of calm. Okay, so the comment goes like this. Kara, that's the one that you just posted on there, right? Let's see. I just want to make sure I read the right one. Okay, we'll do the emotional healing one first because that one's really clear. So emotional healing. So this is one of the hidden benefits of intermittent fasting. I definitely feel like this is just the beginning to a great lifestyle I can live and thrive on. My relationship with food has become more realistic in a way where I don't go to it for comfort or an excuse to put myself down. I eat to live and really feel proud of the things I eat. When I don't feel so great about what I ate, I don't beat myself up anymore. I fast, drink my water, and I move on. I feel free. And that comment almost brings me to tears because that is one of my cousins. And I just think it's amazing what 3 weeks can do for a woman when you really start focusing on how food is designed to work in our bodies, and we no longer hold on to it as an emotional crutch to get us through situations that really have nothing to do with food at all. But we've been conditioned to do that as women, so it's not our fault. We just need to understand that there's a different way, and intermittent fasting is proving to be that thing for women where you can let go of that crutch, of that emotional stronghold that we have with food, and really resort to finding comfort in that sense of emptiness where hungry is happening for us, and that magic is happening, and we can be empowered and make decisions that aren't based on food and can get through those really stressful times. So I am super proud of my cousin who has figured that out and now can go on with her life as a young mom and hopefully pass this down to her kids as well. Tony, the next course starts on March 10th, which is this Saturday. And we have registration open through the week. So definitely make sure that you get yourself registered. Janet, I'm so glad to have you with us today. Catherine, hello, from the January course. Love this group. Keeps me on task with my IF. These videos keep me on track. Thank you so much. Oh, you're welcome, Catherine. And thanks so much for jumping on live with us. I appreciate you. Gail from Missouri, registered. Awesome. Can't wait. Catherine, I think you put notes in there, so you're good for the list. Jacqueline, your last live video intrigued me. Now I'm a follower fan. Awesome. Jacqueline, you should jump into our course. If you haven't, gotten on our email list, make sure you do that as well. But definitely consider jumping in the course. We go a lot deeper into things that we don't do on the lives here. And I think that you would totally, you'll fit in well with all the women for sure. And it's just a great 3 weeks of focusing on you and many aha moments. So I think you would love it. And we'd love to have you. Diane, good to have you on with us. Marilyn from the July and January course. Thanks so much for jumping on. Judy, I'm registered for March. Oh, I'm so excited. Let's see, another Diane is here with us. Cindy, notes, you got it. Ronnie from Niagara region in Canada, welcome. Thanks for jumping on with us. Sybil, thanks for jumping on, girlfriend. Hope you're doing well. Diane, you got the notes. Great. Jillian, broke my fast much more gently today. I felt great. So journaling is definitely helping. Journaling is key, you guys. If you're eating and you're not feeling well after you're eating, you have to keep a journal and a log of what you're doing so that you can pinpoint what it is. If you guys have been following me long enough, you'll know that it was this much turkey bacon where I had my aha moment with my negative reaction or my intolerance with soy. This much. But I had to break it down to very specific things that I was doing in my day to kind of figure that thing out. So Jillian, congratulations for taking the time, writing it out and honing in on those signs and signals that your body is sending you. That's a big win for you. And I'm super happy for you that you're feeling better. Maria, thanks for jumping on, girlfriend. Let's see. Jillian, hidden benefit, no longer pre-diabetic. Yay. Yeah, I think that's not so much a hidden benefit, the diabetic state. That's why a lot of people fast, but it's definitely good to know that you can stop diabetes before it becomes a problem. So thanks for mentioning that as well. Judy, welcome. Energized sense of calm. Here's another testimonial from our course members. This is life-changing. I didn't think I had reached the calm, but my husband had a heart attack 3 days ago, and I was able to be supportive, rational, and remained calm. Didn't panic or go into any drama. He is home now, and I am truly living every moment right now in gratitude mode. So, imagine a crisis situation happening in your life where you have the experience and the strength to get through it without panicking, putting yourself in stress overhaul, and not turning to food to try to satisfy a problem that has nothing to do with food. So her husband having a heart attack had nothing to do with food. And if she didn't really understand the energized sense of calm and had that experience and comfort in knowing that she didn't need to eat her way out of that, then she probably would have turned to food. And what a better place to do that than a hospital full of vending machines and crappy food. So congratulations. And I'm so happy that your husband's doing better. And now you can be with your husband and be calm and be confident and not have to make up for lost time by you sabotaging your own body, trying to take care and take control of the situation that your husband was going through. So congratulations on that, Mary. I'm so happy for you, and I'm so happy to hear your husband's doing well. Tina, welcome. Drew, welcome. Lynn, I am starting the course on Saturday and looking forward to it. I tried the keto diet for a month and have learned that it's too much protein for me. I listen to my body. I respect your teaching of finding out what works for you. Yeah, that's why that's why we say keto-like, because you can follow the guidelines and the philosophies of a ketogenic diet, but you don't have to go all in if you're fasting correctly. So the combination of intermittent fasting and a keto-like lifestyle really do marry well together. And allows you the opportunity to live your life authentically. So, and good for you for figuring out the protein thing. We are an over proteined society. You do not need to eat that much protein, and protein's in everything, even vegetables. So congratulations. And I'm super excited that you're going to be in the course, and you already have a big win. So that's a good one. That's a good thing too. Teresa, welcome. Jennifer from Oklahoma, welcome. Joy, late but here. Got my haircut today. I think I'm on the email list, but don't see any, so email me. I think you are on our email list, Joyce, so you're fine. Gail from Australia, turning 60 in a couple of days and haven't felt this good in years, so much that I'm helping the hubby hand mixing concrete. Well, there you go. And that's functional living as well, which we talk about here. As we start to age, we want to make sure that we're not losing the ability to live our life functionally. So congratulations on helping out your husband and being able to get out there and be physically active. That's a big win, and congratulations and happy birthday, by the way. Janet, looking so forward to the new class. Please tell me my hot flashes will go away. Janet, they will, and you're just going to have to go through that process of journaling and figuring out what foods are triggering that. But yeah, they'll go away. They do for most. Molly, welcome. If you can't watch live, you can watch replays. Yes, you can. They're always posted on Facebook and YouTube, so definitely come back. Janet, no more brain fog has helped me in moving forward, redesigning my life after the loss of my soulmate. Yeah, Janet has been one of our star students, and I just love her to death. She's had some amazing non-obvious intermittent fasting benefits, and her whole life is coming back for her, and so we're so happy for her and so proud of her. Janet, how will IF keto affect menopause? Well, every woman's body is different and everyone's hormonal makeup is different, so I can't give you a cookie cutter answer to that. But what I can say is it improves it. And I know I started this when I was in the heat of my menopause and all the changes that were going on my body, and I'm post-menopausal now for a year and feel absolutely amazing. So it will definitely help because it balances out hormones. April, I'm noticing joint pain some mornings. I'm thinking it's a healing sign. Yeah, most likely. And oftentimes it could be just the fact that you've had that joint pain before and you haven't noticed it because you've been feeling bad in a lot of other areas. And so as we start to feel better, we start to notice little creaky things and little aches and pains we hadn't noticed before. So I say just keep an eye on that, and it could be just the process of your body letting go of some inflammation as well. Okay, so let's see what we got over here on YouTube. Kitty Cat, welcome. Your salad yesterday on Instagram looked amazing. It was for sure. It was definitely amazing. Thank you for that. Gail, registered for the March class. Awesome. Janet, alumni member, looking forward to the March class. Donna, registered and ready. Awesome. Jill, hello from Massachusetts. Thank you for all of your great advice, August and January group. Oh, you're welcome, girlfriend. Thanks for being here with us. Just Jean from Connecticut, welcome. Cheryl, hi, Diane. I'm so looking forward to the March classes. More and more convinced keto-like is the way to go. Yeah, it is for sure. Renee, hello from Minnesota. I've been enjoying your topics last week and this past couple of weeks. Thank you. You're welcome, Renee. Cute lady. I love that name. Claudette from Hampton. Love all the information to give. Looking forward. Good. I think there's some typos in there. I can't understand what you're saying, but I gotcha. Thanks for being here. Kitty Cat, I noticed incredible improvement in my dental hygiene. I literally feel my teeth are clean all the time now. Yes, I noticed that as well. And like I said, people get freaked out when they think about not using toothpaste, but toothpaste, if you read the ingredients label, is just a bunch of sugars and flavorings and artificial stuff. And when I'm fasting well and feasting on the right things, I wake up in the morning and my mouth feels clean and fresh. So I do use an Oral-B electric toothbrush, and that helps a lot. And yeah, I can go the whole day and my mouth feels clean the same way. And I'm super hypersensitive to my mouth not feeling clean. And so that's been a nice aha moment for me as well, noticing that, yeah, your mouth just does feel clean. To Lilacs, hello. Janice, agree with all the hidden benefits and recently added our Veda practice of tongue scraping, which takes the dental or oral care to a new level. So many benefits. Yeah, I've heard that as well. Kitty Cat, it is helpful for healing to do a 3-day fast to truly achieve autophagy, then resume eating IF keto-like for gut healing menopausal symptoms. I personally don't ever encourage fasts that are longer than about 36 hours. 3-day fasts are pretty intense. Not everyone can handle them. They are suggested to be done under supervised care because you can actually do some damage to your body if you're not getting the right electrolytes put back in your body. And there's also something called refeeding syndrome, and your body could have adverse reactions to you putting food back in your body. So you have to know what you're doing. If you just clean fast for a good 18 to 20 hours a day and eat keto-like and eat foods that don't cause your body to go into an intolerant sort of state, you'll be fine. There's no reason to do anything in extremes, which is why I love this lifestyle so much. And then when you get really comfortable with your fasting and your feasting, you can jump in and out of it pretty easily with flexibility. So I never encourage anything over a 36-hour fast. So you don't necessarily need to do that. Kim from North Carolina signed up for the March course. Awesome. Eleni from Seattle, I always look forward to listening to you. Thank you so much, and I appreciate you being here. Master Blaster, I could never fast from, oh gosh, Kara, we need to delete that guy. Gabby from Southern Minnesota. Lynette Love from Amsterdam. Awesome. Ida. I'm a little frustrated per my cardiologist was asked to try the Boston screening for heart health. Well, blood work came back with, long story short, my high cholesterol is genetic. Okay, you shouldn't be frustrated with that at all. But as of right now, all I need to do is change lifestyle, which includes foods that go against keto-like lifestyle. Ida, I would love for you to join our course if you haven't already joined it, because we can teach you how to make tweaks that will benefit you. And my cholesterol came back high last time too, but it was high for all the right reasons. And so my doctor's not concerned at all. And if you do research on cholesterol, new research, they're really redefining and looking at what high cholesterol really is. And figuring out that cholesterol being high doesn't necessarily mean a bad thing as long as all the right numbers are in the right place. So I would do some further research on that. Don't get frustrated. Keep plugging away at it. And the traditional, like Atkins type of ketogenic diet is not the healthiest way to go, but there's ways to tweak it, which is where the like part comes in, to fit what it is that you need to do to improve your overall well-being and life. So don't get frustrated, keep researching, keep asking questions, and figure out what it is that you need. Jessica, love when you share this to be calm. Yeah, the calm part's the best, girlfriend. Oh, and thanks for sharing us with your friends. I appreciate that. Muniba from Slovenia, welcome. Deborah, hello. I get sleepy when I eat. Yes, that happens to a lot of people. You just kind of have to play with it and read that, keep that food journal going for sure. I think 40 days and feeling better. What's the longest clean fast you've done so far, and how did it work for you? Could an extended fast boost my healing? I already answered that for you. No, not necessarily unless it's under supervised care. And the longest fast I've ever done was 31 hours, and I don't plan on ever doing that again. Muniba, do you have an idea of how to help with dry mouth during the night, which wakes me up many times, can't sleep well? I would say make sure that you're properly hydrated going into the night. Make sure, maybe put a humidifier in your room. Maybe the air itself is just dry. Maybe put some Vaseline on your lips or something like that. And then if you wake up and you need to drink, just make sure you have some fluid next to you. Would be the best thing. Rhonda, I was thinking insulin sensitivity and insulin resistance were the same, not. I'd like to hear your definitions of both. Thank you. Yeah, I think we've talked about that before, and I'll do a live on that maybe in the next week or so, defining what each one of those is and why it happens to us and how we can fix it. So great for bringing that up, and I will make sure that we get that covered for you. Let's see, anything else here on YouTube or Facebook? I feel like I'm talking really fast today, and I'm sorry if that's the case. I just got done working out, and I just had my coffee, so I might be a little bit workout amped and coffee amped, so I apologize if I'm talking quickly today. Let's see what else we've got over here on this side. I think I've read all of these notes. You got it. Looking so forward to the new class. I'm looking forward to it too. How will I have keto affect menopause? We already talked about that. I'm noticing joint pain. We did that. Jacqueline, should I be concerned about taking electrolytes? There is salt in them if I am on high blood pressure meds. I don't know that. You would have to talk to your doctor about that one. Janet, I have water, unsweet iced tea, seltzer with me at all times, even when I go to bed, never without liquids. Yeah, I think I had 50, almost 60 ounces of water just this morning, and I feel best the more water I drink. So, I was thinking, yes, laugh out loud. You almost always talk fast. I know I am a fast talker. I am from the November course and alumni. The lifestyle includes more grains and carbs and less animal fats, but I will look into it. Yeah, for sure. I'd look into that. I know I'm a fast talker. It's something I don't know if I could change, so I apologize for that. Okay, so remember, if you register for the course during the live broadcast, we will put you in a drawing for a Fast Long Feast Well t-shirt. These are super comfy. You get to be part of the cool club with the t-shirt, and we're not going to be opening up our t-shirt shop, I don't think, until probably April. So this is a great way to get one of our shirts without having to wait for the shop to open back up. So, hidden benefits of intermittent fasting: better dental hygiene, better visits at your dentist's office, which in turn will save us money and time. The second thing is energized sense of calm. It's a phrase we've coined here in this community. When you have an abundance of energy, but your brain and your emotional status is always at a calm place. And then improved relationship with food, no longer turning to food to soothe you, befriend you, punish you, reward you, whatever it is that you may have done in the past with food. That relationship becomes so much more healthy because you learn that being in an empty place in your body is actually a place of empowerment and strength and not a place of weakness, and you learn to thrive in that state of hunger. And we teach all of that in our course, which will be starting on Saturday. Janet, podcast with question marks. Yes, we're working on that. And we're going to have some changes coming up in the next couple of weeks, which we'll share later this week and next week. We are diligently working on the podcast because we're going to take things in a different direction, and I want to take things in a different direction with some of the things that we talk about here, and I don't feel that this format is the appropriate place to do that, so we're going to save all of that for our podcast, which will hopefully be up soon. So thank you so much for asking that about that. We will definitely be getting that up soon. And I will try to talk slower when I'm podcasting for sure. Okay, so thanks so much for jumping on. Remember, the benefits of nutrition and what we're doing in our everyday life around food doesn't always have to be tied to our physique or a weight loss number or a clothing size. There can be many benefits to what you're doing in your nutritional day and your day overall, and how you're spending it around food and what you're putting in your body, that can be so beneficial to us outside of numbers. And I think that's the most rewarding part of what we're doing in this community and what we're sharing. And I thank everyone for who's openly sharing these aha moments that they're having and these benefits they never thought to tie to intermittent fasting, but in fact it is because we are practicing this lifestyle. So don't forget, Saturday is our course start date. I would love to have you in it, whether you're new to following us or you've been around for a while and you're just not sure about the course. Trust me, it is going to be a great time that you get to spend with you in a state of energized calm that will really help you identify some areas of your life where you think that don't tie in to what it is you're doing with your nutrition and end up being a big factor. And everything in life improves when we have that healthy relationship with food. So thanks so much for jumping on with us today, you guys. We will see you tomorrow, 3 p.m. Central Standard Time. I promise not to work out or have my coffee right before I go live so that I won't be as energized and talking so fast for you guys tomorrow. And we'll have a great discussion tomorrow as well. So thanks so much for jumping on, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.